What's good, everybody? It's your boy GreedHD coming at y'all with another video today, and today I'm going to be talking about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Now after this, wait, hold on, I'm tweaking. Let me go ahead and play the intro for y'all and I'll get right back to y'all. Okay, as I was saying, now after this E3 and all that, and seeing all these nice games and everything, and seeing that game come on, you know, I'm a bit like iffy about it. I'm a bit in the middle about it because the game itself does look indeed fun. It does look pretty cool, but then my whole thing is like, okay, I actually made a list of things I want to talk about, and then afterwards I'll just talk about what, like, you know, what's gonna come to my head at that point. But okay, first thing on the list is graphics. The graphics are pretty cool. They look good, given that, you know, the work that CC2 has done in the past, you know, with JoJo Bizarre Adventure, Eyes of Heaven. Those graphics were pretty great, and then what they also did with the Naruto Storm series, I really like. The Storm series has really good graphics. Like, I feel like in terms of like 3D games, like 3D anime games, Naruto Storm 1, the one, you know, the first Storm game, kind of changed it for the anime, like for the anime games, dog. Like, I feel like CC2, when it came to anime graphics, like anime gaming graphics, they were it. They knew what they were doing. You know, they did a really good job with it. In the Storm series, if you've played every Storm game and you see, like, you know, and you know, you kept up with the series and you played every single game, you just see how the graphics get better and better and better each game. You could just see the progress that CC2 brings to the table, especially in the story modes of these games. Now the story, this is the problem I have with it. Okay, the story, I actually have like a few, not some of it is like not even my ideas, because I got some of it from my homie. But one of my homies named Fundamentals, he told me, he was like this game could possibly start from Dragon Ball and go up to the Frieza Saga, because all we've seen so far, like lately, is just Saiyan Saga to Frieza Saga. But now that, you know, we're seeing more gameplay at E3, we still haven't seen nothing past the Frieza Saga. Now, people have been saying that it will definitely go past the Frieza Saga, but then this is my whole thing. Like, in terms of story, like, yeah, it's a new game, it's a new single player free roam game, but then you guys gotta also look at the facts. How many times has Goku fought in Z from the Saiyan Saga to the Frieza Saga? You guys can actually look this up yourself. I looked it up myself. Goku has only fought himself 12, I think it's like 11 to 12 times. He's only fought 12 when he was on his way to save Gohan and them from Nappa. Cause right now we don't know, like, if we're able to play as other characters. Cause all we've seen is Goku gameplay so far. We've never seen no other characters gameplay. And my whole thing is like, okay, what are they gonna do for parts like, you know, when he's on his way to save Gohan and Krillin from Nappa? Like, are you gonna be running on Snake Way like he did in the anime, and then are you gonna, like, you know, fly there as quick as you can, and then you might have, like, you know, something getting between you or something getting there? That, okay, that makes sense. That's the only way I can see that working. But parts like the Cell Saga, like, if it does indeed go past the Frieza Saga, then how are they gonna handle the Cell Saga if Goku's the only playable character? That's, you know, that's what's been thrown around. That's been thrown around too. Like, since his name Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, people are thinking like, okay, then Goku must just be the only playable character. Now, what was I? Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, like I said, in terms of story, it's just it logically wouldn't make sense, because once the Cell Saga hits, Goku fights Android 19. Yeah, you can play that battle, but then he's sick for the rest of it. So what are we gonna do? Watch cutscenes or like play his nightmares or something? Like, what are we gonna do? Yeah, it logically doesn't make sense. So the only way I can see this game working is if they actually let us play as other characters, because like I said, Goku barely even fights in Z. He doesn't even fight like that in Z. Like, he barely fights. So it's like, me personally, I could have seen this game being more of a Dragon Ball game than a Dragon Ball Z game. you know, given in the way how the graphics look and how, like, you know, playful it is, like Goku putting his tail in the water to fish. There was actually a Dragon Ball game like that before. That's what I'm saying. I can see this being more of a Dragon Ball style game than just a Z game. Like a Z game with this, it's not making really much sense to me right now. But that's honestly the only problem I have with it. Like, for example, okay, I know a lot of people don't like One Piece, but like One Piece World Seeker, like it's the most recent like One Piece game out, and it's a single player, like, you know, action RPG, just like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Now that game worked because they made up their own like story with it. With this Dragon Ball Z game, they're not making up their own story. They're just redoing the same exact story that we've played in every other Dragon Ball Z game. So it's like people are throwing out ideas like, oh, maybe they might give us DLC to play as other characters. Why would you play DLC? Like like from my standpoint, why would you pay for DLC to play as other characters when you could just go into when you could go play another Dragon Ball Z game and do the same thing, probably even better. So that's why I don't like, like I said, in terms of story, I'm really on the meh side of it. Like, I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm not saying it's good either. It's just, oh shit, I'll tweet. It's just, I hope to see more from it. Like, I really want to see more from this game. Cause I want to get it. I really do. But if this is all they're gonna give us, like, I know, like, we still have time until it comes out. Obviously, it comes out like early 2020. But my whole point is, if this is all we're getting, then I personally don't think it should be a $60 game. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna add more. I'm hoping and believing that they're gonna add more and let us play other characters. Because if they're gonna go past the Frieza saga, it really wouldn't make sense, like how they would do it. Because Goku wasn't even there from like the Cell saga, and then, I mean, he was there, but he fought Android 19 and then fought Cell at the end of the arc. And then the Majin Buu saga, he fought Majin Vegeta, Fat Buu, and Kid Buu. You know, he barely has any battles. I mean, if you want to throw the Vegeta one in there, then you can. But I mean, like, I personally feel like that's not enough content in a story-based game for that. Like, that's not enough fights to me. Like, that's personally not, like, in my opinion, it's just not. Like I said, they could definitely make it work, but the only way I am personally seeing this game, like, story-wise working, like, everything else in this game is fine. I haven't even brought up the last thing I was going to talk about, but everything in this game is fine. It's literally just the story. It's not that I'm upset about it, it's just I'm more of confused, and I want a better understanding of how they're going to do it, because from what I'm seeing now, it doesn't really look like it's, you know, worth the $60. I mean, I'm keeping it real, but I mean, like I said, I still believe in CC2. CC2 has definitely done things like this before. Like, if you look at the Naruto games, Naruto Storm 1 and 2, you played those stories, and then Generations came out. In Generations, you replayed Storm 1 and 2 stories in that same game. So yeah, CC2 has definitely, you know, reused stuff before. Like, this isn't the first time. That's why, like, I personally don't have a problem with it. But then if I hear people say that they are not going to get the game, or they don't want to, then yeah, I could definitely understand. I could understand why they don't want to get the game. But then I could also see why people do want to get the game, because it's fucking beautiful. Like, it's phenomenal. Like, the way how it looks, the flying, like I said, the fighting, the combat, the gameplay, everything about it is just beautiful. It's literally just a story that I'm personally have a problem with, that I'm confused about. But I think after the story, I was going to talk about characters. Now, I touched on characters a bit when I was talking about the story, but okay, what I'm saying is, like, in terms of characters, I feel like this, like me, like, I'm a Gohan fan. I'm a really big ass Gohan fan, but I'm not saying this because I'm a Gohan fan. I'm saying this because I really think, like, this is, like, the truth. Like, okay, I could have seen this being more of a Kid Goku game. Like, this could have been more of a Dragon Ball game or more of a Gohan game. Because, I mean, Gohan did not die. From Saiyan Saga to, Cell Saga, he didn't die at all. You know, he died once in the Buu Saga, but that was at the end when Kid Buu blew up the planet. Damn near. So, that doesn't really count. If you really think about it, Gohan didn't even really die in Z like that. He didn't even die. He only died once, but that was like at the very end, but then they brought him right back. But my whole point is, Gohan has fought way more battles than Goku. Yes, Goku probably does finish most of these battles, but if that's the case, I feel like this should have been a Gohan RPG game, action RPG game. Like, I'm not saying they gotta rename the game like, you know, Dragon Ball Z Gohan or anything like that, but I think it would have made more sense with Gohan being the main protagonist and the main character that you played, just because I feel like it would fit Gohan, given that he's a kid and everything. You know, he explores. And you know, when he was training with Piccolo, you will see dinosaurs, giant dinosaurs, and you're trying to run away from, like, you know, run away from them. You got the sword on your back to defend yourself and shit. Like, you know, I feel like they could have really did a lot with Gohan's character in this game, like an action RPG game with Gohan. They could have actually did a lot with it. Like I said, I'm not saying this because I'm a huge Gohan fan, but I'm saying this because I think it would logically make more sense using Gohan than Goku. Like I said, in terms of story, he just has way more fights than Goku. Granted that Goku does probably indeed finish those battles, but if it was a Gohan RPG game, I feel as though that, like, you could play, Gohan is going to be like the main character that you play, but then those times that Goku is there, you play as Goku for those specific, those specific times, and then you go right back to Gohan because, you know, he's there, he's playable. So honestly, yeah, I feel that's personally what I think of it, and I don't think there's more I really need to talk about, because I think I touched on everything I really thought about the game and how I feel about it. Like I said, I'm on the side of getting it, but I can definitely like 100% see why people won't touch it or won't bother getting it. Cause then I got a homie named Domo Senpai. He was like, you know, yo, I could just go do the same thing in another Dragon Ball Z game. Like, I'm tired of replaying these same stories. And I agree with him 100%, bro. Like, if you were gonna make a game like this, it could have been based off Super. You know, Super's anime is over with. It could have been, but they didn't do it like that. And you know, it's understandable why he won't get it. I understand why people won't get it. If there are more people out there that don't want to get the game, then I could definitely understand y'all. I get y'all 100%. But then I'm personally gonna get it just because I'm a big Dragon Ball fan, and I believe that they're gonna do something more with this game. Like, I feel like more is coming, like in terms of, like, you know, content and story wise, like other playable characters. Because like I said, I cannot see a Z story working with only Goku gameplay. I can't see it. But as far as this video goes, guys, I guess that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. I will be coming at y'all with some more videos soon. My next video after this is probably going to be Jump Force. I'm going to have some All Might gameplay and some Kaiba gameplay. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. I will catch y'all later. I am out this bitch. I'm gone.